Hey there, everybody. Divine Feminine. How are you guys? Let's have a little talk here about how the Divine Masculine is currently feeling about you, what they're feeling about you, what are their emotions, what are they learning, stuff like that. What's kind of going on, how are they feeling about you, and what their next action is going to be. Okay, so I'm going to start out with a message from Spirit because I feel as if a lot of these divine masculines have been being guided by Spirit. Like it's kind of almost like they're no longer in control. Because here's what I saw. Here's what I saw when I was driving home from work. I had this vision of a man sitting at a table eating dinner with the karmic, and she's just kind of sitting there like checking her phone, like asking him like random stupid questions, and he's just kind of like stabbing his fork into the food, like cutting it up like really fiercely, like not wanting to say anything to her, like just not wanting to say anything, just kind of like stabbing the fork with the food, and like shoving it in his mouth. And like, if he were to answer her, like he would kind of like point at her with the fork, if that makes sense. It was just kind of weird, like, kind of like giving like half smiles and stuff. Like, so I currently feel as if the masculine is not communicating with the karmic because he's being so very heavily guided by Spirit and listening to what Spirit is telling them. Like they're being divinely guided with the steps that they need to take, and they know that if they communicate verbally too much with the karmic, she's going to pick up on it and manipulate it. So we're not going to check in on her energy today. We're just going to focus on the divine masculine so we could find out what's going on. It was a really weird thing, but I just kept seeing it. And now that I've said it, it's gone, and that's it. Okay, so we are going to get some messages from Spirit. Spirit, what are you teaching this divine masculine? What are they learning from you? Okay. I don't know how to say this, but I'm going to try my best. Vesica Pisces. And I'm definitely going to read from the book to find out what that means. And let's get the bottom of the deck energy. Bottom of the deck is joy. Okay. So let me read from the book what that means. Okay. Okay, this is what this card actually means is creating soul truth in the world. The outside world feels more real than the inner world because we have been encouraged to focus more on what is outside of us. We have learned to give things, that's what I was just saying. We have learned to give things that can be seen by others or touched by us more importance than what we feel. Making decisions can become difficult when our awareness is focused away from our inner needs and wants. When our internal and external realities are integrated, decisions are clear and easily made. This leads to satisfaction as there is no resistance to your fulfillment. When we scan the myriad possibilities open to us in the manifested world, we will know what we want and we will not feel overwhelmed. In this space, we become grateful for the decisions we have made and all the ones we will make in the future. Okay, that's actually beautiful. So that was very much in line with what I was saying about how he's not verbally communicating. I feel as if he's just kind of like in isolation mode. Like after dinner, he just kind of goes and maybe sits outside. He's not on his phone. He's not on his Xbox. He's not watching TV. Like he doesn't want to like engage in anything. He's just kind of just sitting, looking up at the clouds, being quiet, but like it's actual like in a meditation, because I feel as if these messages from Spirit are something that's not very familiar to him because he's not in contact so much with the outside world. He's listening to what's going on inside of him and what he's feeling and what he wants. But it's not just, when you disconnect from the material world and what's around you, you feel what you really want. Okay? You feel what you really want. All right? So the next card is 27, is joy. Discover what you love. If a thought does not give you joy, then search for the one that does. That's exactly what I was just saying. Okay. Thank that thought for showing you where you don't feel joyful, and then reach for a pleasing thought. You can empower yourself by choosing joyful thoughts. You will disempower yourself by choosing sad thoughts. What will you choose today? So I kind of, like I said, I kind of feel like if he's communicating with the karmic, he's not feeling very happy. And I feel as if he doesn't want to show or pretend anymore that he's happy or feeling joy with her, like just doesn't want to, and just wants to concentrate on his happy thoughts, his wish fulfillment, which is, obviously the divine feminine. There is almost always something to make you feel at ease in every situation. It is up to you to find that. Try reaching for a joyous thought right now. Look around your house at what gives you joy. And that's why he's outside in nature, outside in the backyard, disconnected from the world, because what's inside that house is something that doesn't bring him joy. It is not always the easiest thing to do. However, it is one of the most worthwhile things you can do for your physical and mental well-being. Open your heart to allow blissful inspiration to direct your actions, and you will give without expectation. Joy is your natural state of being. Now is the time to honor it. Okay, so the divine masculine is definitely focused on being joy, disconnecting from the world around him so that he can experience the thoughts that he's currently in. Okay, and then the bottom of the deck, Spirit wants me to show you these cards. I was going to end it here, not the reading, but Awakening, and then Divine Feminine right after that. There is only one light, and I cannot make this up, and I did shuffle this. Divine Masculine, Create Space, Meditation, and after that, Inner Voice, Manifestation, Visualize, Soul Journey, and Spirit wants me to end here with this last card, Focus. That is absolutely, I'm not going to read all of these cards because it's just too many, but Spirit was like, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. And then after that, we have Let Go and Transformation. Okay, so as I was saying, thank you, Spirit, so much for your very clear messages today. This is absolutely amazing. So I feel as if the masculine is letting go so that they can transform their thoughts and visualize what it is that makes them happy. Because I feel that when they focus on their soul journey of happiness and joy, that's when they're able to manifest. Okay, they're listening to their inner voice. They're meditating, they're creating space. And when you create space, you're allowing yourself to make room for new things, for what you're manifesting. And it's no coincidence that here we have, I may read the definition of these cards. We know what Awakening means. We know what Divine Feminine is. Here you are. And then this card is right in between. There's only one light, and then in between Divine Masculine. So let's read card number 30. Okay, sorry, my phone is going off in the back. I will shut that off in a minute. Let me just shut that off before my notifications are going off. I always think that my phone is on vibrate, but it's usually not. Hold on. Aw, it's from my friend. I read for her earlier. She's just thanking me for the read. Because I'm a medium, if you didn't know that. And sometimes people need, direct guidance from their guides. And yeah, that's what I do. As well as tarot. So they kind of go hand in hand. Anyway, back to the reading, because this is crazy. Okay, so there's only one light. Darkness is just an absence of light. Light is sought after and extraordinary. We seek clarity of light and lightness of being and light bulb moments. Light bulb moments, the aha moment. This is the aha moment. Okay. Light bypasses the analytical mind and takes us straight into loving wisdom. It is time for you to step into your shining light. Be illuminated. Let light in. Today is the day to release any disturbances in your energy. Happiness will come naturally unless you do something unless you do something to prevent it from happening. Release all that is stopping happiness from flowing into your world, and it will appear before you. It seems too easy, but it's truly that simple. Until you realize this, you remain connected to the belief that struggle is a required, perhaps more respected, lesson-laden path. We often take on the belief that if we struggle, others will think more of us and we will appreciate things more. When you go against your soul, you move away from your lightness. The darkness is a sign it is time to feel your way back into your heart and soul. Wow, that is beautiful. So that is a message, Divine Feminine, for you as well as your Divine Masculine. That's why this is the energy between the two of you. Okay? So if you've been unhappy, and you've been kind of focused on the fact that your Divine Masculine is still in a connection with the karmic, it's not going to be able to bring any sort of happiness to you, where you think you have to keep, struggling with these feelings and holding on to these feelings. No, you need to do the opposite. You need to let go, especially since Spirit is coming in and doing so much work on the Divine Masculine. Now is the time for you to really feel that joy and really feel that abundance of happiness that is coming your way, because the path is being illuminated to the Divine Masculine. This is a very important and very imperative time. Okay. So just release all that is stopping your happiness. Release it. Release any thoughts of the karmic. Release any thoughts of negativity, of things that happened to you, between you and the Divine Masculine in the past. I know that it's hard to not be like a broken record in your head and keep thinking to yourself, especially when you listen to these reads and you hear that they're coming back. It's kind of like, okay, when they come back, I want to know why they chose somebody over me, and I want to know this and I want to know that. No, release that. Release the need to know all of the answers, and the true answers will come, because the only true answers that matters is that the Divine Masculine is in love with you and they're making their way back to you. Okay? All right. Wow. Oh, so this was amazing. I kind of want to hold on to these cards just in case we need them, to reference them later on as we go. Hope you guys are comfortable, because this is going to be, I have a lot of messages coming through. I feel like I have a lot of work with this reading, but I don't mind. So let's take from the Moonology deck and see what messages they have in there. Okay. So this is void of course moon. Void of course moon. I don't know what that means, and I don't have my Moonology book. Oh, I'm going to have to get it now, because I don't use these oracle cards often. And I'm not even sure if the book is in that. Oh, happy day it is. Okay. So let's get to that book. Void of course. Let's figure out what it means. Okay. Where is it? I'm sorry, I'm just looking. I don't see it in here. I know it's in here, but I'm having a hard time finding it. I'm getting so excited to find out what this means. Maybe it's in here. Hold on. Check the index, dummy. 102. Okay. Page 102. Sorry, I wasted your time with that. I just, I don't like to give wrong information. Okay. In a form of astrology known as Harari, whatever that means, or an astrological chart is cast according to when the question is asked and decoded. A void of course moon means nothing will come of this matter, or the situation will bear no fruit. There may or not be good news depending on what you were asking. For example, if you were worried about something, whatever it was, this card can be taken as a sign that there is nothing to worry about. However, if you're asking about a new project of any kind, including a new relationship, it's a sign to adjust your expectations or change things so you get a different outcome. That's what the last message was about, not blocking the flow of happiness. Okay, so that's what needs to be changed here. Adjust your expectations. Remember, the card can only predict what you are currently creating, and you can change that with both your behavior and beliefs. Okay? Okay, so this is basically saying to believe that you will get what you want, surrender to the divine, take time out, meditate, and contemplate. Okay? Yeah, this is a very interesting card. It's Namaho Narayani, I think. Yeah, I'm not very good with pronunciation, but some sort of chant. And it basically just means I surrender to the divine. So that's what you should be chanting. I surrender to the divine. And now it's time to just be, to live in the moment, to meditate, relax, and let go of the things that are blocking your happiness, these thoughts that are coming in. Okay, so that's actually perfect and very matching for what is going on here. Okay. So what lessons has the divine masculine learned? What lessons has the divine masculine learned? Growth. I want to expand my consciousness and my awareness. That's that meditation that's there. Discipline. I can accomplish what I set my mind to. And success. I know that there is no greater goal than to love. Okay, so this is what they've learned. Okay, while they're doing their meditation, while they're on this spiritual healing, why they're doing their spiritual healing, why they're growing. Like, I feel like the divine masculine wants to, I feel like this is probably the first time that they've really been aware of that inner voice that's inside of them that's guiding them. And I feel as if it's such a relief of pressure off their shoulders. Like, wow, I actually have someone who inside of me that's making me feel good, that's showing me the way, that's teaching me new things. And you know what is very interesting about that, okay? When they are in this meditative type of state, whether they're like actually sitting there like meditating or whatever, or just like I said, when I showed them not talking, not communicating with the karmic, and they're just kind of outside, just in nature, just being and just thinking, I feel as if that's when the thoughts drift to you. So spirit is helping them to make the connection of these good thoughts and these growths and everything that's going on with them. They're connecting it to you, bringing it back to you, because at some point in your journey, Divine Feminine, you went this way too. This is the type of healing that you've had to go through. These were the type of lessons that you've had to learn. And now they're learning them. And that's why you need to remember the happiness that you felt after you went through this feeling, despite what was happening in the physical world. Concentrate on what was happening to you in the 5D, the dreams you had with the divine masculine. Think of where you were when you started on your journey. Think of where you felt that empty, cold, cutting feeling, absorbing the situation of what happened. I don't even want to bring it up, okay? But remember the happiness that you felt when there was completion and healing. And then that inner voice whispering to you, don't worry, he'll be back. Okay? All right. So let's pull some tarot. I'm going to use my new deck. So how is the divine masculine currently feeling about the divine feminine? How is the divine masculine currently feeling about the divine feminine? Six of Wands, feeling victorious and successful. The High Priestess. Here's the High Priestess in here. You know, this is that intuition. This is that, you know, keeping that secret of the fact that they want to be victorious with you. They want success with you. So they're keeping that to themselves. And then we have, actually, this came out in reverse. I'm going to read reversals in this deck. I don't like to usually read reversals. Not that I don't know how to read them, but I like to, you know, depending on the card, if it comes out in reverse, okay, fine. The Five of Pentacles in reverse is talking about recovery and hope being built back up, okay? So like I said, this inner voice, this inner knowing, the voice that's in between is the High Priestess. This is what is returning hope to them to be able to be victorious with you, okay? So their hope is returning. What else, Spirit? Please and thank you. Oh, okay, this just turned. Okay, so we have Death and Transformation paired with the Queen of Cups and the Tower, okay? So when you look at this card, what I like about this card is it just shows one man falling from the sky, falling out of this tower, okay? This is the divine masculine that's having this tower moment right now, where they're having all of these changes happening to them. They're literally having their foundation shook by source. If there's anything more telling than that, they are really in a very deep connection with source right now, okay? They're all in their emotions with the Queen of Cups. They're holding on to their cup. They're being renewed, all of this. This Death card means, for this, death doesn't have to necessarily mean an ending, although it could, but death comes when there's a transformation. So their feelings are very transformative at this time, okay? And this isn't something that they're letting anybody know. They're keeping it a secret. The only one that knows about this is Source. And of course, I'm doing my job. I'm telling the truth here. And because of this, it feels like a tower moment. It feels like such a change to them. Like, wow, I've never felt this way before. And now it's kind of like the illusions have come to an end and they're waking up. They're not, every time I feel like I'm seeing this, I'm seeing something very crazy right now. I'm seeing when the divine masculine wakes up out of bed. You ever watch one of those movies where somebody wakes up and they're in a whole different world? Or they went into like some sort of time travel thing and they wake up and they get knocked out somehow and they wake up and, like, you know, you see their feet on the ground and it should be carpet of their bedroom, but it's actually like rocks or sand or something like that. It's just some place that they didn't expect to wake up in. I feel as if that's what's happening. I feel as if when they wake up, they feel as if they're in a different environment and something feels very alien and strange to them. Like there's some sort of energy that's behind them that they don't want to turn around and see. And we all know whose energy that is. That's the karmic's energy, because I see her looking like, what's wrong with you? Like, what are you looking around like that for? Like looking around as if like, this isn't my body. Like this isn't my home. Like I have a feeling that the divine masculine is feeling very uncomfortable where they're at right now. And that's why they're finding such comfort resting and in the High Priestess energy and allowing their love to be transformed and renewed and filled back up, to be given to someone else, not to this karmic. Okay, but we're not going to talk about her. What else, Spirit, please and thank you. Eight of Wands, they want to come in with communication, very fast communication, forward movement with the Chariot. And then we have, oh, this is the Three of Wands in reverse. Okay, so with the Three of Wands in reverse, okay, with this Tower happening, because there's so many unexpected changes and because dealing with Source and talking to Source is very unfamiliar to them, they don't have foresight right now. They don't have, so there's like a little bit of lack of planning. Like they're allowing the communication to move forward, to be guided by this change, okay? To be able to let Source tell them, okay, well, you shook my world, you shook my foundation, now what do I do? So there's a little bit of a delay, okay, with that causing the Tower. So if you were wondering like what, what the delay is, how come they're not coming in with communication. It's because of the rapid change that they just had, this unexpected change that they just had. Okay, so what is this communication? What are they coming in to say? Okay, so we have the Fool in reverse, okay? I feel as if they're unprepared for the communication that they want to give you, because to try to put in messages from spirit into words, because it's not their own words yet. Excuse me, they haven't been able to formulate what they're being told, what they're feeling into the right words for you to be able to understand it. Okay? I feel as if, because a lot of them probably don't know that you know about a twin flame journey, that you know about soulmates, that you know about this, or maybe they do, okay? They probably most definitely don't know that you watch tarot, and so that you know about this. So if they were to come into you and say, hey, listen, I was guided by this voice in my head to call you and say this and move towards you, most people will be like, what? You heard a voice in your head, man? You probably need to go to a mental hospital. Like, just depending on who you are. But when we're dealing with a divine masculine, divine feminine, of course you're going to understand that. And it's just going to make them feel so much better when they come to you with this information and you just sit there and you're like, yeah, baby, I know. I got you. I know. Okay, we have the Knight of Wands. This card is like poking out. And then we have the Six of Pentacles. Okay, so the Chariot, the Knight of Wands, when they're coming in with this Knight of Wands energy, they're coming in very passionate, okay? They're coming in very active. That's what I'm saying. They're coming in very passionate. They're coming in very active. They may come towards you, communicating with you, moving towards you very excitively, and also very creative in the way that they're doing this, to try to balance things out with that Six of Pentacles, that equal give and take. Like, they want you to welcome them back. I'm hearing with open arms, and also with meeting them halfway with a way to start something new. Doing things that you haven't done, doing things that you've never done before, something that's very creative, something that they want, because they're waking up every day in this whole new world, they want to bring you with them. So that's why Spirit is saying you need to allow the flow of happiness to come into and release whatever was making you unhappy, these unjoyful thoughts. Because when you're going on a new journey with someone, okay, and a new thing, it can't be the same old, same old. So it could be like creative new dates or creative new places where you're going to go, or even if it's just a change in direction in conversation, or maybe in the past, a lot of your conversation and communications have been negative or, very limited, or just, hey, how are you? No, they're going to come in with something very, very different that they can talk to you about, something they probably have never even talked to you about before. Okay. 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 So now I have the Star in reverse. So they're not sure. They're going to be, they may come in a little bit depressed, because then I have the Nine of Cups. Okay, next to the Star in reverse. So the Star in reverse can talk about depression. Again, you have to remember that they're coming in changed. So there may be a feeling of depression if you say no, because the Nine of Cups talks about wishes coming true, wish fulfillment, okay? And then next to it, we have the Page of Cups. Okay, the Page of Cups right here, their wish fulfillment, the energy between this depression and, their wishes coming true, okay, is the Page of Cups. They don't know if you're going to accept their cup of love. They feel as if you're going to examine it to see what's in that cup, right? Because when you look at that card, what is inside that cup? It's a fish. Right? A pentacle is something very different. They are coming at you with pentacles, so they are going to be showing you. A pentacle is something physical, something solid, something that you can show here. This is what I have to offer. I got 3 pentacles. Do you have another 3 to match me? And they're hoping, this is the depression is coming from because they want this. And they're hoping that you accept this cup of love, because this, okay. Right. Because now we have judgment here. Because they've gotten the clarity about this connection. 9 of Cups, please. They've gotten a wake-up call. They've made a final decision. And when somebody makes a final decision, it's like, see, with that Queen of Cups energy there, okay, they're really hoping for good luck. They're hoping for good karma. Okay, but also at the same time, if the Wheel of Fortune was in reverse, the karma, they're hoping that the bad karma has been cleared out. They're hoping that whatever lessons that they were supposed to learn from the karmic connection has been fulfilled, and they're able to move forward. And that's why they're able to hear source again. That's the final decision, the final decision and judgment, making that final call of clarity. Okay, is this going to heal my karma? Is there going to be strength, courage, self-love here? Okay, because you have this. They're looking for bravery. They're looking, to have the courage in this relationship, to have courage, to have strength, to be able to, withstand whatever the results of this connection is going to be, whether you say yes or you say no, because this is what's on their mind. The 4 of Cups. Are you going to be filled with my love? Are you going to accept this? And right next to that, we have the Lovers. The Lovers is right in the middle of it. This is a choice. This is a choice, Divine Feminine. Are you going to accept this? Are you going to accept this cup of love? 7 of Pentacles is in reverse. And when the 7 of Pentacles is in reverse, it's kind of like, well, is all this work that I've been putting into myself spiritually, is this, and for you too, is this going to lead me with no reward? Am I actually going to be able to get my Divine Feminine? This is what they're questioning, and that's where that depression is coming from. Is this going to lead to the 10 of Swords, a painful ending, hitting rock bottom? But that's the 10. Oh, wow. Wow. Okay. Jeez. Wow. Okay. Yeah. Wow. Okay. Interesting things. So the 10, all right, so clarify the 10 of Swords. Like, I feel if they didn't get a reward, that's what if they didn't get you, if they didn't get their wish fulfillments, this would cause a very painful ending for them. They would feel like just dead. And then you have the 6 of Swords in reverse. They would be stuck. They wouldn't be able to move on from this. And then bottom of the deck energy, we have Temperance, which is about balance and harmony. They would not be able to move on from this, to be able to move into the energy of balance and harmony, unless they got the 6 of Cups energy, which is somebody from their past. Somebody that they treasure, somebody that they just hold a lot of love for. Somebody that means a lot to them. Yeah. And who's that? The Empress. The Empress is always the Divine Feminine. Somebody that they hold a lot of love for, this Empress. So they would never feel balanced or happy if they didn't have you, Empress. That's what would happen. And this is what they know. Wow. I mean, I'm seeing the Queen of Pentacles. I'm throwing these cards out. I'm just going to keep going. The Queen of Pentacles here, because the Empress here. The Empress is somebody who's very nurturing, very supportive, will do anything for anybody. This is how they're seeing you. They're seeing you as the Queen of Pentacles. Somebody that they want to have a family with, okay? Because right after the Queen of Pentacles, I have the Ace of Cups. The Ace of Cups talks about a divinely guided, brand new beginning in love, marriage, proposals, children. Because here's what we have, the Five of Cups. It's them crying over the fact that this connection was lost. Okay, crying about it. They don't feel fulfilled and loved. And that's why they want a brand new, passionate beginning. Brand new, passionate beginning. Here's the Sun. This is the best card in tarot. This is the ultimate wish fulfillment. Overwhelming abundance of happy and joy. This is what they want. And I have the Artist here, which is, this is something that they are willing, see, they're learning their lessons from Source. If you look at this card, this is a very unique card. This is the sign of Aquarius, the 13th zodiac. I do have other readings for this one. This is somebody, see the way he's writing things down in the book. He's looking up in the sky at the tree of life of Source and writing down everything that they're saying, studying it, writing down everything. He's got wings on his feet here. Like, okay, I'm going to write down everything I need to write down as quickly as I possibly can. And then this is how I'm going to get my son. So that's what they're doing. That's what they're listening. They're learning their lessons. And then you get the Ace of Pentacles right after that. So they're learning their lesson. They're writing everything down. Three of Pentacles to be able to come and work on things with you. Okay. 10 of Wands. They want to drop this burden of this. Okay. And they want to move towards marriage, the Hierophant. They want forgiveness. But the Hierophant to me also means about commitment and, commitment, marriage. We all know what the Hierophant means. I'm sure you've watched enough tarot, but do you see how this is unfolding? This is magic. And that I'm not making this up. Right after this is the Four of Wands. We have the Ace of Pentacles, the Ace of Cups, the Hierophant, the Lovers, the Four of Wands. This is a twin flame connection that is coming into union. I see lots of happiness, joy. I see lots of success, And then 9 of Pentacles. 9 of Pentacles is you. This is also symbolic of you. Somebody who, has put a lot of work into their life. Somebody who is standing there looking beautiful, single, solid, strong. I could do good all by myself, but at the same time, you could do better with your partner. Okay? I like it. I mean, I more than like it. This is amazing. This is very beautiful how these cards just laid out like that. Okay. So, let's get some messages from them to see what they have to say. So what does this Divine Masculine want to say to the Divine Feminine? I wish I could share my good news with you. And that good news is I've been connected to Source. I've been listening. I've been learning all these lessons. And I wish I could share my good news with you of this is everything that they want. This is what they've been imagining. This is what they're going through. This is what they're working towards. Okay. I'm starting to understand our connection. I feel you leaving me behind. But that 5 of Cups energy is right there. I feel you leaving me behind. That's why they're studying so hard with that Artist. Okay, that's why they're studying so hard what to do to be able to move back towards you. Because they feel, your energy leaving them because you've probably been waiting who they are, for them. And then I hide who I really am from you. So like I said, they've probably been hiding their feelings and how they really feel, okay, about you. And that's why it's kind of like, I feel you, leaving me behind. I hide who I really am. Like this, I hide who I really am. I feel as if in this connection, they're hiding the fact that, yeah, they're your Divine Masculine, and now they freaking know it. What else would they like to say? What else would they like to say? I apologize for the poor lighting, but when I come home from work, I don't like a lot of lights on, but you guys get it. You guys can see. I know that you know. Oh man. I know that you know I'm hiding deep feelings for you, and now I feel stuck. I find you in music. Yeah, because now I'm seeing someone sitting outside by themselves, like listening to music. They could be listening to meditation type music. They could be listening to nature sounds, and they're just thinking of you. Like, I find you in music. Like, when my thoughts are elsewhere, and my brain is being cleared out by lyrics of a song, that's when they think of you. You're the only one who understands me at such a deep level. You are my star who outshines all others. It's easier to stay away now than lose you later. I love your sense of humor. I can't bear to build it all again, to watch it all wash away. So they really want this. Like, that's why I said, if they, with that depression and in that 5 of Cups energy, 10 of Swords, they would be feeling like, wow, I've built myself up. I put in so much work on myself. And if I can't build this and make this last with my divine feminine, then it would just destroy them. It would really destroy them. I love you, I hate you, I can't live without you. That's why they're saying, I love your sense of humor, because I feel that a lot of you are laughing from hearing that. Like, I love you, I hate you, I can't live without you. You're not my usual type, but I like it a lot. And lastly, I didn't fall in love with you because I have always loved you and always will. Wow. This is amazing. And I'm just going to throw this out there. How I wish I could hold you tonight. Right. So they're wishing on that star. They just want to hold you. They definitely want to come back to you. Give this a little bit of time. Let them do the healing. Work on yourself a little bit more. Work on releasing the bad karma from the past, the bad thoughts that you had about this connection. Forget about the karmic. Just let it go. I know that's hard, especially if the karmic has been interfering with your life and saying things to you and all of that stuff. Just pretend like it just doesn't exist. Like, even if you have to see her, just hi, goodbye, that's it. You don't have to give any energy to it, because the more energy that you give to her, the more it keeps that flow of unhappiness. And that's exactly what a karmic is meant to do. So even if they decide to pull some tricks where they're going to post pictures of the two of them hanging out, or post like things, oh, I'm so in love, blah, 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 just ignore all of that. You know what? Don't even look at it. Turn away. If you've been watching them on social media or whatever it is, just to see what's going on, please just shut that off. Turn it away. Like, don't even bother looking. Don't ask, nothing. Just allow the happiness of this message, Spirit is telling me to tell you, of this message to be your guiding light, to come into union with your divine masculine, because it's happening. Okay? So I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. Thank you so much for coming back to my channel. Please give it a like on your way out. I would really appreciate it, so other people can find these messages and help me to grow my channel. And leave a comment if this resonates. I'd love to hear from you guys. All right, so I will see you at another reading. Take care. Bye-bye.